Good morning, students of Chanakya Academy. Good morning, students of 12th Commerce. Today, in our subject Organization of Commerce and Management Standard 12, we are today going to start with the basics of management. Let us first have a quick revision about what you have learned in your 11th standard subject OC. You are by now aware about what is business, what is partnership, what is joint stock companies, what are company formations, what are the different types of rules for company formation, article of association, memorandum, etc. etc. Right? This in standard 12, the entire textbook is divided basically into two parts. First one is your management and second one is your financial management. Clear? Management simply means managing the things. It includes the topic like what are the principles related to management, what are the different functions of management, and financial marketing or financial management. The second half of the textbook covers the topic related to financing, how financial arrangement is done, how financial management is done, and marketing about the products is done. So, we are starting with our first chapter, Nature and Significance of Management. As the name says, it is going to give you the introduction of what is management, what is the nature of management, whether it is science, art, profession, or what are the different levels of management, which are the functions of management, planning, organizing, staffing, directing, etc. And what are the functional areas of management. Now, my first question to you is, everybody has heard the word management. We hear it in our day-to-day life, managing money, managing the routine, managing our task. But what exactly is management and how is it related to the company or any organization? We all are very much aware that the management is existing since the ancient time, right from the era of स्टोन एज, यानी जब बहुत पहले आदि मानव का जो समय था तब से हम मैनेजमेंट को सुनते आ रहे हैं. इट इंक्लूडेड टास्क और एक्टिविटीज लाइक प्लानिंग, supervision, someone who is guided, coordination when there is teamwork, right? But when we talk about this management, we must not forget that management is done to get the maximum satisfaction out of using the minimum resources. When more than one people engage in the same work, planning arises, delegation of work, delegation of responsibility, needs of planning arises. Whenever there is a requirement, someone should be there to provide direction. Even controlling becomes necessary to see that people are working as per the pre-decided standard. These all are known as the functions of management. In business, sole proprietorship and partnership were managed by owners themselves. Many changes took place in the nature because of expansion in the business. As in when the need arises, demand arises, production also increases, and there was a need or there is a need to expand the business, and it gave rise to the company formation. The company formation becomes easy to arrange big amount of capital and services of expert, and other major benefits are also availed. But along with this, it also gives problems like size and activity of the business. It includes a problem of arrangement of capital, management of sales, management of employees. In such circumstances, we need trained, experienced as well as expert person to take the various decision and to implement them successfully. These gave rise to the functions of management. Now, what is the basic or meaning or idea of management? One of the management person, Mr. Livingston, said that management is a function of achieving predetermined objectives. यानी जो ऑब्जेक्टिव कोई भी कंपनी के, कोई भी पर्सन ने या कोई भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने पहले से डिसाइड करके रखे, टू अचीव दीज predetermined objectives of the business with the use of what? Minimum time and minimum cost, as well as making the efficient use of resources. Efficient use of resources means कि जितने available resources है, जितने allocated resources का maximum use करके minimum cost पे maximum production करना. That is an idea of management. Let us have an example about your common life. I give you rupees 100 and you have to manage in that 100 rupees pocket money for the entire month. What you will do? You will schedule where you want to spend, how much you want to spend. You will try to reduce the expense where you can. That is all a part of financial management. Same way, you people are very much aware that you have arranged the fun fair, right? We are having the management team with us, right? They have done all the managerial activity, right from allocating duties, monitoring the duties, arrangement of funds, arrangement of all the resources required to make the fun fair successful. And while doing all these activities, we have taken care of one thing, and that was availability of budget. So the same thing is explained by Mr. Livingston, that management is a function of achieving predetermined objectives of business with the use of minimum time, minimum cost, and making the efficient use of resources. Another person from the management field, Kunz and O'Donnell, they said that management is an art of getting things done from others. Yes, we always have our subordinates, our friends, colleagues whom we have to order or assign the task and get the things done. That is known as management. According to George Terry, management is a process which plans and controls 5M: men, machine, material, money, and market. It provides leadership, coordination, direction to the human efforts which help to achieve the business objective. If you look at all the three different definitions provided by the personalities, you will come to know that management means to do the work, to get the work done by using the minimum resources and available all, and making the optimum use of all the available resources. Okay? Now we are going to see what is nature of management, or what are the characteristics of management. If you find all these things, if you come to know about the different characteristics like universal process, goal oriented activity, group activity, continuous process, human process, decision making process, you will come to know that, oh yes, these all are the features of management. Management is said to be universal process. That means management is a task or an activity that is required not only in any organization or industry or factory, but it is required in each and every field and in your daily life as well. Universal process. Management is a universal process. It is required where people are working, organization, for the accomplishment of objectives, where there are people working in the group. It is not only required in industries, but yes, it can be applied in various social, religious field and activities like agriculture, army, education. So you can by now conclude that management is an activity that is seen in each and every field, each and every activity, and each and every different departments also. It is a goal oriented activity. यानी आप मैनेजमेंट क्यों करते हो? बिकॉज यू वॉन्ट टू अचीव समथिंग. फन फेयर को ऑर्गेनाइज करना है, सक्सेसफुली ऑर्गेनाइज करना है, फाइनेंस को मैनेज करना है, या आपको डे टू डे होमवर्क कंप्लीट करना है. सो ऑल दीज आर सम गोल्स दैट यू सेट, एंड टू अचीव दैट गोल we perform the activity of management. So management is a tool and not the attainment. Management is not the final conclusion. Okay, we have done the management, but it is an activity or the tool that is done to perform or achieve certain objectives. Every business established to achieve certain objectives. Mostly it is to earn profit, but along with earning profit, it also takes care of getting maximum satisfaction of the employees, providing social securities. So various different goals are provided or achieved by the business organization, and management is required to do the task. Third one, it is a group activity. No single person can alone manage the things. Management is a collective activity which is carried out by two or more people. It is required when more than two people are working together for the achievement of one common goal. It is a continuous process. Management is not done for 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, but it is a continuous process. Once begin, it becomes difficult to discontinue. It is goal oriented, yet it does not stop even after the achievement of objectives. As in, when new objectives are achieved, again new targets are set. Like for example, one business has decided the task to earn say 10,000 profit in one particular month. So management does not stop after that. Next step is to reduce the cost, to provide better salaries to employees, or to achieve even more profit. So as in when one objective or the goal is achieved, the new targets are set, and that is why management is said to be the continuous process. It is human process. Why? Because management is not possible without the involvement of any individual human. Management is a process which is done on human beings. It is limited to human activities in spite of its universality. Human element is the most significant element in the management, because ultimately management is for the people, to the people, and it is done by the people. No work can be done without taking decisions. Man is the center of the management, and that is why it is said to be the human process. It is also a decision process. Decision is the function of management, main activity of the management. Management has to take decisions constantly while managing the business, whether to go with credit transaction or to allow only cash transactions, how to manage with the credit transactions, how much limit to be given to the credit transaction, how to deal with the delivery of goods, or how to achieve the targets of maximum profit, or how to do with the recruitment of person. Many different activities require decision making, and to take appropriate decision and to implement the decision, we need the management. Lastly, I would say one of the most important feature that you should not forget is that what to consider science as an art or management as an science, art, or profession. Then keep this thing in mind. It is science as well as an art and a profession too. Why science? Because just like science, management has its own rules of principles. Many writers consider management as science. Man is an important factor. Therefore, getting work done from him requires proficiency, your intelligence, cleverness, and the skill to management. That is why it is said to be art. Then why profession? Because to perform the managerial activity, just like we have experts for lawyers, for CA, for doctors, we are having the management experts also who require the professional education. That is the reason why we call management as a science, art, and profession. Next topic in today's session is we are going to discuss the importance of management. So by now you are clear कि what is the nature और characteristics of management. in universal process है, goal oriented activity है, group activity है, continuous चलने वाली एक process है, human का involvement है, हम decisions लेते हैं, science art या फिर profession है. Do we need it? Is it really important? The answer is yes. Management is important in each and every field, each and every activity. Let us have a look at the importance of management or why it is important. First one is, it is necessary in every field. Management is not required only in business but also all type of activity. Religion, defense, society, politics, education, sports, production, manufacturing, packing. Every activity requires management, and that is why it is said to be the important part. Management includes functions like planning, organizing, directing, and controlling. Planning, organizing, directing, and controlling. Optimum use of resources. Very much important point. That is, we require management or we do the management for the maximum utilization of resources available like land, capital, raw materials, resources, machinery, electricity, and to avoid the wastage of such resources, we do the management. Now, optimum utilization or minimum wastage is not the only point. Along with that, objectives of the organization must also be achieved, and that is why management is important. Management is necessary for accomplishment of objectives. It makes it possible to take optimum utilization of resources to achieve the business objectives. Useful for the success of every business unit, be it small sole proprietorship business or a big multi-millionaire multinational companies. Each and every business requires the management. It can be done by the owner of the sole proprietorship. It can also be done by the group of professionals who are expert in management, but it is required on each and every business. Contribution of management is more as compared to other elements on the success of the business unit. Success or failure of the business depends on management. If a small scale industry can convert itself into large scale industry, then its entire credit goes to management, the way how managerial activities are carried out in the business by making more profit. It also increases the job opportunity. Now the question arises, management and job opportunity, what is the relation? If the management is efficient, firm develop itself in the form of company, whereas and if inefficient, management becomes responsible for the closure of many companies, which leads to further increase in unemployment. Or we can say, if the management is better, efficient, it will bring success to the company, which will further lead to expansion or growing of the company and proper management of employees. Not only job opportunities, it also increases the profit. Business unit works with the main motive to earn the profit. Competent and proficient managers with their insight, with their proficiency, make the maximum and the most economical utilization of resources and can earn the maximum profit. Therefore, it is said that profit is the parameter for the efficiency and successful of management or success of business. How much successful a business is or how efficient a management is, it is decided on the basis of the amount of profit earned by the company. Okay, these are all the different important points which are related to business. Achievement of objectives, utilization of resources, increase in profit, increase in job opportunities. Does it have any other benefit too? The answer is yes. Social benefit, like every business is carried out as a part of society and for the interest of society. By using the resource of society, management works in the favor of society. That is, using the resource of society and providing the services to the society. Business unit produce goods and service at low cost and provides the goods at reasonable rate, which result into the welfare of the entire society. When organization is in the benefit, society is in the benefit, that means it is a national motive, or a management is providing its result at the national level. It is essential to take maximum utilization of untapped human resource and factors of production for economic, social as well as national development of the economy. Let us have the quick look at the topics that we have learned today. Introduction to management, meaning of management, nature of management and importance of management. By now you have come to know that management means managing men, machine, money and material and market. Not only this 5M, but along with this, doing the activity of coordination, leadership, planning, etc. All these are termed as management. If we look at the characteristics, it includes universal process, it is a goal oriented activity, it is a group activity, continuously going process with the involvement of human who takes the decision for the achievement of objectives. Importance of management is seen in every field. It is done for the optimum utilization of resources, to achieve the objectives of business, to make the business or the organization successful, increasing the job opportunities, profit, providing the social as well as national benefit. With this, I would conclude our today's session. Take care of yourself. Have a nice day.